Hello and welcome to the Tech Center. Today's tutorial is how to replace an iPhone 6 LCD screen. Simply to most iPhone, we need to remove two bottom screws using a Pentalobe 0.8 screwdriver. Now I will show you how to remove the LCD screen without using too much force. Simply lay the pry tools at the bottom right hand side corner of the LCD. Slowly nudge away the LCD screen from the frame. It should open upward like a flip case. Before removing the LCD screen, we need to disconnect the battery so that we won't short circuit the handset. Using a 1.5 Phillips screwdriver, remove two screws from the battery plates before removing the plates. Now go ahead and disconnect the battery. Now that the battery is disconnected, it is safe to remove the LCD screen away from the phone. Using a Phillips screwdriver, remove 5 screws from the plates before you can access the LCD connect. To remove the LCD flex cable away from the phone, I will be using a plastic peg so that we won't damage any connector on board. I apply the plastic peg gently under the flex connector, slowly nudge the connector away from the main board. There is several ways to disassemble most iPhones, but on the iPhone 6 I find it easier to undo all screws. Let's go by removing 2 screws from the home key plate and one on top of the home key plate. Then remove 3 screws on each side of the LCD plate before removing a further 3 screws on the speaker plate. Now to remove the speaker plate, gently lift the camera and the sensor flex upward before you can remove the speaker. Once you have done that, simply use a pry to lift the microphone away next to the rubber boots. Now you can remove the camera flex away. Moving on to the home key, gently using a pry tool, unclip the home key connector away from the LCD plates before nudge the home key flex button away from the LCD screen. Now simply lift the LCD plates downward using a pry tool. Nudge the home key flex connector away from the LCD, which normally held down with a bit of a distance. As you can see from the video, Apple has made some changes to the home key design by having a home key flex attached to the plates. So instead of having 3 connectors, which normally connects to the main board, you will find that iPhone 6 will have 4 connectors that needs to connect to the main board. For the purpose of this tutorial, I will be using the same LCD screen to reassemble everything back the way it was. First, let's go ahead by placing the plate back in position and screw both sides of the plates down. Now reassemble the front camera flex by placing the mic next to the rubber boots before laying the sensor in the groove. Now go ahead, grab the speaker and lay it on top of the sensor before laying the flex down to make contact with the speaker. Now place the plates and the speaker plates on top and screw it down. Once that is done, we can go ahead and attach the home key back. First lay the home key down and clip the connector back to the main flex. Make sure the home key is flush before laying the plates down. Now you can screw it down. Remember to put all individual screws in the right places because some of them are different sizes. To attach the LCD screen back onto the main board, to do this we first line the digitizer flex on top of the connector, secure the connector using a plastic peg, apply gentle pressure so that the connector makes a clipping sound. Now repeat the same step for the LCD, home key and the speaker connector. Once that is done, simply lay the LCD plates on top and screw it down. Lastly, attach the battery connector back and place the plates on top and screw it down. Now you can clip the LCD in place, but first position the LCD in the groove, gently start clipping the sides and work your way down to the bottom. The LCD should fit nicely the way it came out. Lastly, attach 2 screws at the bottom of the phone and your job is complete. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial and find it useful. If you haven't subscribed already, feel free to do so. Any suggestion, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys on the next video.